Hey, Nicole. This is not your bike, but I do have this Aprilia Tuono up on the lift, and my job has been to do a quick inspection on this bike. And there are a number of things that caught my attention. I'm just going to let that down gently. We talked about this, but this is just for the viewers. That potentially the forks have been slid, depending on how you look at it, down or up. The bike goes down, the forks come up. Too much. So much, in fact, that the front wheel is making contact with the plastic fairing down here. You can see that melted plastic part. I mentioned this to you before you took off. Very brave of you, by the way, to drop off this bike here. Both the tires are from 2008. Bike has got a significant oil leak that I'll get to in just a minute. That's, yeah. The relationship of the exhaust to the swing arm is that of, well, I'm going to say great intimacy. Yeah, and that goes double for both sides. So got issues with that. Let's bring the bike down here before we do that. This is the clutch oil. Looks fairly gelatinous to me. Exposed wires here on the ignition switch. Oh, geez. What did I just see there? Ho, ho. Yeah, okay. So front brake master cylinder bolt is walking its way out. This is the reservoir for the master cylinder front brake. There doesn't really appear to me to be a lot of response from that, but like I don't even hear brake light switch. That's very quiet. The clutch lever, no surprise due to that applesauce. Feels like it's like 65 pounds. You could get a workout. You could probably pull a muscle. That's one heavy clutch. The seat is not attached. The fasteners are in there, but regrettably the fasteners just go right through the holes that hold, like the bolt holes would go, you know what I mean? So that's no good. And best of all, let's put the bike back up here. According to this sight glass, this bike has got exactly no oil in it whatsoever. So, yeah, I don't think there's anything showing in there. So, yeah, we've got a few things to tackle moving forward with this Aprilia, but this is just the quick preliminary look over. Front brake pads, 40% life left, wearing evenly, looking good. Same with the rear. Chain tension appears to look and feel good, but just the myriad of everything else. The fasteners that held the plastic on, I cut these off. They're zip ties, and there's also use of complete blasphemy. This is an Imperial bolt. That's right, Imperial. And I don't know that this is intentional, but the license plate... Right. You know, looking at this scrape mark here on the fork tube next to this incredibly well secured piece of plastic, I really do wonder, look at the wiring. Oh my God. Oh, unbelievable. Oh God. Okay. Anyway, I was going to say, I wonder if it was intentional that the forks have been moved that much. This is probably an inch and a half, maybe more. It's so bad that I can't even really tie down the bike securely because if I did, the front wheel is just going to press. So I have to be very cautious. Oh, you know what? I'll use a race stand on the rear. That'll do it. Okay, found the leak. It's pretty significant. This is the stator cover. This is a Imperial bolt. You can actually see oil bubbling. See that right at the bottom of the black caster, right in there. You can see oil bubbling out. Yeah, oil is starting to form behind this wire where my finger is pointing. Also, this external oil tank has got a broken caster. Pretty sure you can see that. And just also the fact that the rest of the bike is wet with oil this way back, it's pretty obvious that it's coming from right up there. In addition to that, turn that off. Jesus, hold on one second. All right, so yeah, it's coming out of the flywheel sensor. I don't think that's. Hold on a second. I'll just confirm. Yeah, so I was right. So this is loose. It's also not the right fastener for this job. Judging by the gap that's formed underneath it, if I could just focus. Yeah, that gap there. There should be probably a flat washer. This should be an Allen bolt, first of all. There should be a flat washer holding that down, and there probably should be some form of an O-ring or gasket, or both, underneath there holding it shut. So we're lucky. If this is in fact the only oil leak, this is a pretty easy fix. But I have to comment, I mean, this is going to be, yeah. There's some really major issues before this bike can get back to you. You have to know that this bike is 100% not safe for road use. Let's forget about the fact that the bike has no rear fender, that the license plate, look at that the license plate's doing what it does, that the seat's not attached, that there's exposed wiring, the clutch feels like, I'm not kidding, it feels like about 45 pounds. Like, that's Jesus. And most of all, the fact that the front wheel contacts the front fender, like the front stay down here, completely, this bike, no way. No way. That's right. Yeah, no way.